Can I just say the Miss Universe and by extension the Miss USA organizations make my eyes itch? I know that sometimes I can come off as a mouthy know-it-all. And as I have said in the past before, I do not want to be right. I know that I tend to be frequently right, but I don't want to be right. It ruins the surprise. What is the fun if there are no surprises for me? The reason I warn people about things is so that they may change it before it becomes to fruition. Now, for years, I have been chastising and crying and whining about specifically the Miss USA organization, and more recently towards, when I went on hiatus, the Miss Universe organization. And people always say, oh, I'm over exaggerating. I'm such a dramatic drama queen. And here we are. Here we are. And I will say what I don't know if anybody else has said this, but I'll say it. Miss Universe, you're no longer the #1 pageant in the world. You're not. You let your standards slip and you are now on par, slipping beneath Miss Grand. Miss USA and Miss Universe are obviously very reluctant to listen to anyone with good common sense. So I'm sorry to say, from the mouthy know-it-all with another future prediction, there is nothing that we can do. Sometimes when people are set in their ways and want to go down a very bad path, there is nothing you can do to stop them. The only way they will learn is to suffer the consequences. We had the golden era of Miss USA back in 2007, the early 2000s. It was great. It was wonderful. We're in the dark ages now. And we have to pray that they come back to us, that they have a revelation, they go through their own form of rehab and become a new and improved organization. And it's quite possible we might lose them forever, because right now it doesn't look like they're working to get better. And I'm tired of seeing these press releases constantly blaming people and pointing fingers, and when all we want is a good show. And I don't understand why it's ever been this hard for you guys to get your lives together. It's disheartening and it's sad to see something that I once beloved so much go downhill so tremendously and so incredibly fast. This is not the organization that any of us were brought into pageantry with. And these behaviors are confusing, to be nice about it, which I really don't want to be, but I'm not gone forever. I do miss pageantry, and these things need to be discussed. And I have to talk about my disapproval of the Miss Universe organization and the behavior of their winner before I even get back into anything. And then I have to address Miss Grand, because I don't think that they realize how far they've risen up in the ranks because of Miss Universe's lack of integrity and standards. They've left the door wide open for a new grand pageant. And it's just, why is pageant world so sad right now? Sorry, hey, it's me again. Somebody had a question relating to the stress that I was incurring that led to my decision to go on the extended hiatus. And it really took me until about recently to figure out exactly what it was. The way that I'm able to kind of predict things when it comes to pageantry and, online and everything, I'm able to kind of do that in a way in my real life, which can be incredibly frustrating for family and friends. And I kind of suffer in the way that Bruno does from the Family Madrigals. It's a Disney movie, We don't talk about Bruno. That's me. I am the Bruno of my world. And even though I'm not the one making certain predictions happen, people get mad at me when I tell them what's going to happen. And then they get annoyed that I'm right. So there's really no benefit for me. And I kind of just suffer. So I decided to live in the walls.